All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to remove your brace and install your stock. First step is going to be to remove this back cap. This can be done by just inserting a flat head here and just kind of working it very carefully. Maybe both sides here. That's just going to come right off. Next, we're going to want to remove these two brace bolts. Now these are 5/64, which is the same size Allen key that's included with your Raider. I'm going to be using a driver because it's faster. But we're just going to remove these. Now your brace may want to pop off on its own, like that. If it does not, you can take a little flathead, just very gently come between here and just work it. It should pop itself off pretty easily. Okay, now we're going to extend the rails. Okay, take your stock. It should just slide on pretty easy. Give it a little tap to make sure it's fully seated. You want to make sure the holes are lined up on the opposite rail here so the threads will align. Now when you tighten these, you want to go just below flush. You don't want to over tighten these or over torque these. I'm going to tell you why later, but it will hold itself. These will not back out or loosen up. So now that we've got that far, we can install the gas cap here. That just snaps right on there. Okay. Now let's test this out, make sure it's going to work as well as the brace works. Okay, this one's good to go, ready to rock. Now there's a good chance that when you install your stock, it will not deploy as well as the brace. There's a bit more weight on this, and so that is going to make deployment a little more difficult. If you're having issues after you've installed it, a couple options. You can try slightly tweaking it, twerking it to get it to eject better. It's kind of a fine-tuned process and is difficult to do. I'm going to show you some tips here in a minute. The other option is we offer a service in which you can contact us and send yours in, and we will tune it and send it back to you so that it works wonderfully. All right, now I'm going to show you a couple tips if you want to try to tune this at home. Once you've got it on, deploy it a few times, see kind of how it's feeling. If it's just not quite there, if it's getting close, couple things we can do. We can play with these bolts here, the tension. Again, you don't want to go too far above flush. And again, you definitely do not want to over torque these. However, you can play with how low these go. I have this driver set at a very low setting to make sure that I don't over torque these. But even just that small amount of fine tuning there can make a difference in deployment. Start with that. Test that out. How does that work? If that's all you needed, great. Another thing that can be done is sometimes when you're pulling these off, sometimes these rails can get a little tweaked or torqued. You can very gently squeeze these a little bit, kind of play a little bit, very, very gently, very gently. Try that. That might have solved your problem. If that didn't solve your problem and it's worse now, you probably need to go the other direction. For that, you can either just pull like this, again, very gently, very easily, very small tugs. You do not want to pull this too hard. Another option is to take something like an old prison shank you may have laying around. You can insert it here. This just happens to be the perfect size and is what I often use. But you can just very, very gently run this up and down. If you push too hard this way, you will split your stock, and this is not covered under the warranty. If you do end up damaging the rails beyond fixing, that's also not covered under the warranty. However, you are more than welcome to send these in again for our service, and we will take care of it fully for you. So play with that. Widen them out. Again, maybe you widen them too wide. Squeeze them down a little bit, very gently. We're talking about very small movements here. Okay, the final step, and this is maybe should be step number one. Honestly, you should start with this. A little lubrication, either some motor oil, gun oil, your favorite gun oil, whatever you like to use. Any good lubricating oil. You want a drop or two here, drop or two here, and then you're just going to want to kind of run it through, just like you would lubricate any other aspect of the firearm. Sometimes it's good to lubricate these rails just to keep them running tip-top shape. So those are some things you can do at home. If that's too intimidating and you don't feel up to that, we totally understand, and it's probably best you send it to us, and we will get it running in no time for you. Thanks, guys.